Hello again, CSCS. Today I want to start something new with our Student Leadership Awards. Often at the end of our awards banquet ceremony thing that we do where we recognize our student leaders at the end of the school year, we will build by recognizing our governments and then our service and then our ministry. But really at the very end, then we end up by recognizing 5 different areas of leadership that really are areas that we want to cause students to strive to, but also areas that we want to recognize in our student leadership. And so those areas are Leader of the Year, Minister of the Year, Servant or Service Leader of the Year, Worship Arts Leader of the Year, and then Passing the Torch Leader of the Year. And then we add a family award, a family that's contributed in to that. These are, the idea with this is that we want to recognize senior leaders who have set the standard for leadership and ministry and service in these areas in the high school, and not just say thank you and good job for your leadership, though that's really the most of this, but also to point them out to underclassmen and say, man, follow these role models. And so many of our underclassmen have followed these role models and will continue in the future. The way that we go about this is our Student Leadership Council, which is a council of our club and ministry and government executives, will nominate people in these various areas, and then the advisors get together and break ties and figure out how to manage ties or whatever. We're going to have several of those this year, and just kind of bring the final touches to that. And the different ones of the advisors will tend to give the awards out. I'll do them this year simply because we're already in summer and moving forward. But these are a group of seniors I'm going to introduce the rest of this week and the end of next week that really set the standard for leadership among this year's high school students and hopefully for years to come. There's a long tradition, and so with each of these awards, I will mention those that have gone before them just real quickly. But they follow in a tradition of excellence and of innovation and of vision and of passion and of love and prayer as they move forward. And these are those that we anticipate God's going to continue using these areas. And we want to point them out to our leadership community, but we want to commend them to the student body in general because they have worked very hard behind the scenes. Some of them you've seen on stage, and some of them you haven't, just by the nature of the award that they have. But I would argue that if you think about your years at CSCS, particularly seniors as you graduate, that you'll realize these are leaders who have set the standard at impacting lives and have impacted very possibly your life. And so we're going to go through. This week we're going to start with our Minister of the Year, our Worship Arts leaders, and our Passing the Torch leaders. And then at the end of next week, we'll wrap it up with our Servant of the Year and our Leader of the Year, and then finally recognizing a family that over the years of their students being in high school have really contributed to the student life program as a whole. So again, as you watch these, as we wrap up this week and wrap up next week, we just hope that you'll take an opportunity to celebrate with these individuals the great work that they've done, the work that God has done in their lives, but also when you get a chance, congratulate them. Send them a note or what have you, and we would love to commend them to you and have you see the work that they do. Thank you.